All right. Well, what we're going to, I want you to continue to add to your list of 10 best ideas of the class. And at the end of the call, I want to give people an opportunity to share, what were one or two of the best things that you got out of the class. And what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about AI. And the first thing that I want to do is pull up a website. And this is this is instaheadshots.com. So as speakers, we need nice photos of us, and to me, this is a great way to go. They do some really nice headshots. I'll pull up some of mine from this website. It's I think it's like 49 to $69. They got 3 packages. I did the $69 package, and I'll show you some of my shots I did here. So photos, and so that was done on that website. I got 200 different photos for 69 bucks. Okay, I don't own any of these suits. It's all AI generated. So that's something to check out. The next idea I want to share with you is to use AI as a copywriter to help you with things like your email and your sales letters. So what you can do is you can take like your website. So I've got saleschampion.com. And then I can go to ChatGPT. I'm wanting you to create a sales letter for my new program, Create Revenue Now for Teams. So I have a corporate version of this program. Here is my website. The program ranges in price from $300 per month to $2,000 per month. Create a sales letter for me. Now, you need more information, type in there. I'm just giving you just a kind of general gist of this. And so it'll take it and it'll write this letter. Now, if you were to write your own sales letter, that's a very heavy lift. But doing it with the help of AI, so now you can create sales letters for all your products. You can have it help you with your email marketing. And as it's doing this, this is not going to be the end all. This is the sales letter. This is just going to be like version 1. And then I'm going to keep making it better and better and better. And then I've got that as an asset. When I'm sending emails out to my database, I will oftentimes use this style of help, and here's the landing page for the event I'm promoting. Here's the main benefits, write me an email. And then it'll write it, and then I'll edit it in any way that I need to see that it should be edited. So using AI as a copywriter can be really, really helpful for you. Okay, AI pendant limitless AI. So let me show you what this is. So this is the website. Yeah, Christine said, and Cheryl, on your message there, could you just text or email me, Cheryl? And then just whatever you're needing, if it's, you know, if it's out in a month, but I just so it's on my radar and we can follow up offline. If you could just send me a text or an email and just say, hey, Eric, this is the Cheryl from the Zoom, because I'd love to just be able to connect with you. Thank you. So, and Christine says, maybe Chat GPT can help me do my website. It absolutely can, Christine. We're building websites at Eric Hoffman International right now using a program called Gamma. And Gamma can build, websites very quickly. It's mind-blowing what Chat GPT can do. Or a Gamma, AI in general. It's not Chat GPT, it's Gamma. So limitless AI. This is a pendant, okay? It's a wearable. And it's recording everything whenever it's turned on. So I have a limitless pendant on right now. This right here, it's that indicates it's on. So it's recording everything I'm saying. So why would you want to record what you're saying? Well, let's say you're going to give a speech and you do a tremendous amount of preparation like you would, and you go and you give the speech and you knock the thing out of the park. Okay? You got your pendant on, you transcribe your speech, and you were just there and you're doing great. And then it gives you the transcription. You upload it into ChatGPT or similar, and you say, write an article based on my speech. Or write a chapter in a book based on my speech. Or write a short book based on my speech. What this is doing, when this is recording, is it's getting data that we've never had access to before. 10 years ago, every conversation you had every day, you don't have access to any of that data. So I can now take this, when this class is done, I can take the transcript of this class, I can upload it in ChatGPT, and I can say, I just taught Create Revenue Now for speakers and coaches for the first time. Analyze this. Give me the good, give me the not so good. How can I improve it? What did you see in there that they'll make it better? You couldn't hire a coach to do that. If you hired me to coach you, all right, and you're like, hey, Eric, I just did a 3-hour seminar. I want you to watch the 3-hour seminar and analyze it for me and then give me your feedback. I could do that, but you're not going to want to pay that money for me to do that. And I'm not going to want to do that every week for you, but ChatGPT will. Let's say you have a conversation with your teenager and it doesn't go so good. You take the conversation, you upload it in ChatGPT, and you say, ChatGPT, I just had this conversation with my teenager. Here's the transcript. I'm not hearing what he's saying. What am I missing? And it will give you, Chat is so smart in its feedback. And on the instructions, when you get this, it gives you instructions to let people know up front, hey, I have my AI pendant on, I'm recording if it's okay with you. It's so I make sure I don't miss anything. I want to remember all of the key things that we talked about. Are you okay with it? And if they say no, then you just turn it off. And here's the reality. There's going to be, when you walk into a store, you probably know there's video cameras likely there, but you're not necessarily present to it. And there's cameras everywhere in the world right now. So we're being recorded all the time. And there's going to be a ton of conversations that nobody's going to disclose their recording, and they're going to have their pendant on. And this one, you can see it, but what if it was in my pocket, right? Then you wouldn't be able to see it. And so I'm anticipating, I'm an early adopter with this technology, and I'm anticipating it's going to catch on. And a lot of people are going to use it. And I think for you as a speaker and a coach, it can be incredibly valuable. Here's another example. So today's event got 3 hours of transcript, and say, write me 100 social media posts, right? Then I can say, of these 100 social media posts, what do you think are the 10 best? And then boom, write me a LinkedIn article. I could tell it, I could probably tell Gamma, I could give the transcript to Gamma and say, build me PowerPoint slides based on this transcript. I don't even know all the things it can do. So I'm excited to see, how this unfolds. And then just in a really simple way, I can tell it to remember something. For example, I've got a coaching call I need to move tomorrow with John. So remember to contact John to move the coaching call with him. And so now it's picking that up, and it probably will get to a point where I can just say to it, reschedule the call with John and do it this way, and then it'll just automatically do it. That's probably where this is going, and maybe it's already there. Okay, next idea is use AI as a coach assistant. So let me show you what that looks like here. So share my screen. So this is my client, Paul. And so I built a custom GPT for Paul. Some of you know what that means, some of you don't. It doesn't matter if you do or don't. But here in the edit the GPT, these pink reddish squares, those are all transcripts. Those are transcripts from our coaching calls. So I can say, from the 7 transcripts, what should I talk with Paul about next? That we haven't discussed so far. So it's now going to analyze this, and it's giving me all these suggestions on things that we haven't discussed. Without AI, there's no way to do that. It would take too much time to go back and re-look at that. I could then say, what is the number one idea we have discussed so far? So what I'm showing you here is you can do Zooms or similar, transcribe the Zooms, and then upload it into these custom GPTs. So this one is for Paul, and I can keep track of all of our conversations. So it's a way that you can add more value to your coaching clients, and you don't necessarily need to charge more. I mean, you could raise your prices, or you could just say, look, as a value add, this is what I'm going to do for you. And of course, you'd want to ask the client up front, do you want me to record these calls? Do you want me to be putting the data into AI to help you? And some people aren't into AI. And like, yeah, I don't want to do that. No problem. But they may have an interest in doing that. Okay. Let's see here. File. All right, got a couple more ideas here. All right, so the next one is an AI book writer. So I use ChatGPT, there's Claude, Gronk, these different Perplexities, different ones. So one of the things that I'm doing here, let's see if this is my prospecting book. I created a custom GPT to help me write a book. And then I took my speeches and my content on prospecting. All the data I could find on me talking about prospecting, and they're here.